So, my career in education began at an inner city school right here in Texas. And this school was being rebranded as a STEM magnet focused on engineering. And to be clear, I saw the potential, but what I did not see was the connection between the programming and the people. So as I took over this STEM lab and this robotics class, I began to notice the students loved the environment. The energy was high, the vibes were good. But then when I asked the question, what kind of job do you see yourself doing? What kind of career do you want? There would typically be this dramatic pause, silence, like it is right now. And then I would get a couple answers, entertainment, of course, music, sports, but then also there was a big group of people that would just say, I don't know. Why is that? And for the life of me, it took me a while to figure out like what was going on in this space. Was it the content? Was it the curriculum? But that wasn't it. And what I realized in that time was I was surrounded by my colleagues. They were doing great things. We were all doing great things. And it allowed me the backing in the space to really bring our authentic selves into the space, our culture, our music, our language. And in that time, I started to see the shifts. I saw kids really start to see themselves in this space. They really started to engage in this space. And guess what? Content didn't change. The connection did. And with that, it was powerful because for me, being in this space and seeing these individuals grow and learn and understand what was happening next, I understood that, okay, we can do this. And then as we, started to work, I began to understand like it's the village. That's what it dawned on me. It's the village. And this work of rebuilding STEM education and rebuilding education through STEM doesn't start in the classroom, it starts in the communities. So as I started to work and started to really understand this, I really came to these three, I would say, pillars or focuses that really I saw really being impactful in this space, right? What I saw was engage, empower, and equip. So engage. When we show up as a community, we create these opportunities for student exposure. And that looks different for everybody. We got frontline actions, volunteering, reading to students, becoming a mentor, all of those things. But we also have that back end work, advocating for healthy environments, advocating for creative learning, rich instruction. All of these things, they play a part. And when you really get into that work, all of those efforts, it makes students feel noticed, humanized, not managed. So Nipsey Hussle, he told us the best thing you can do for a person is to inspire them. That's the best gift, inspiration. And when we show up and really impart into our students, that inspiration, it turns into currency that never devalues. And along those lines, while we are engaging as a community, we also have to make sure that we stay true to ourselves, authentic. But then we become tools of empowerment for the young people. And with that, it shows them that I can be in this space, right? I belong in this space. I can take advantage of these opportunities. And it starts to really form their identity. And their identity formation really is linked directly to their sense of empowerment. So we need to be authentic in these spaces. Students don't come to us as blank slates. They're not empty vessels. They come to us already rich with culture, already rich with lived experiences. So it's our job for us to make sure that that culture is not an obstacle and it really becomes a tool that they can use. And to bring all that together, equip. We have to be intentional about equipping our students with the skills and the tools that transcend beyond the classroom. Because in a generation that is really equipped and ready to lead is really the space that we need to get them to. So as we come together as a community and as we really become empowered and as we equip and as we engage, we have to really move away from just giving students the answers. The answers, they don't get them to that destination. We really have to equip them with those tools because those tools will outlast the test. And at the end of the day, we want a next generation who is ready to lead, empowered, and ready to show up for their work. And with STEM education, that's where it really gets good because the building, the testing, the revisions, these are life skills, right? These are things that will go beyond just the everyday classroom. So those particular sets of skills are really how we change their ecosystem, how we change their environments. So with that, I'm going to charge each and every one of you today, find somebody connected to a K-12 school, elementary, middle, high, it doesn't matter. Do something nice for them. Buy them a coffee. Donate to their class. Just tell them thank you. Because at the end of the day, when we invest into the people who are taking care of our children, they're going to feel those vibrations. And that's going to extend beyond what we can do and as an individual to what we can do as a collective community. So today, not tomorrow, not Teacher Appreciation Week, that don't count. I don't want to hear that. I want you to do it today. Find somebody, connect with them, do a good deed. Thank you.